looking into your crystal ball, should young emerging players, young brands with not as high of revenue as some of the bigger players, should they be looking actively at restructuring their teams, planning ahead for the next 6 months, 12 months? What does that what proactive steps should these younger brands be taking now in terms of hiring and team building?
Well, yeah, I absolutely believe so. And there's different ways to build teams. You can do it with, a remote team. You can do it with people that might not be, full-time dedicated resources in certain areas, and, that are willing to collaborate with you, which can be really special. I believe that, there's an incredible opportunity right now for emerging brands. You've got to really be disciplined with your cash. You have to really be conscious of your money. The days of just top line growth and trying to get to $50 million as fast as possible at all costs, with low gross margins and crazy cash burn, that's much less attractive these days. That was less attractive before COVID. Now, it's really challenging unless it's such a compelling story and it's such proprietary technology that no one else could ever replicate. And still, you really want to build a sound business. So basic business principles are more important than ever. If you're an entrepreneur that has an idea and you don't have 30 employees, guess what? You're not going to burn a lot of cash. Now's the time to innovate. Now's the time to do incredible things. If you're a company that just raised capital, well, guess what? Make sure you go through with your plan, but be really thoughtful. Some of those things you were going to do, some of the spend that you were going to allocate, maybe you pull back for 60 days to see how things happen. Maybe you're more resourceful with the team that you have right now. Maybe there's a couple areas you had to hire someone before and now you don't, but there's a new area where you do. So make sure you readjust and reorganize your company and make sure that you are thinking about what your business is going to need in 6 months. But cash planning is really important. And actually make sure you got the right people around you. It doesn't mean you need to have more. It might be less, but you might need the right strategic people that are actually wartime executives. There's a difference. There's a difference between peacetime CEOs and executives and wartime CEOs and executives. Peacetime CEOs and executives are great when everything's shiny. Who are the people next to you that you want to have with you when things aren't so bright? And those are the ones that you can go to war with, and those are the ones you can celebrate with. And guess what? It's not a war with people. It's just a war to survive. So getting the right people around you now, sometimes less is more, but strength. Strength is really important. And people that be just conscious of your vulnerabilities, of your blind spots, where you're weak, and build around it. And be really honest with yourself, because you're going to need it as a founder. I need it. Everyone needs it. And those who are open to that, and if you have peer groups like a EO or a YPO or other, a naturally organization or, any of those, like ask people for help.
That's great. Yeah, definitely. So are you a wartime CEO or are you a peacetime CEO?
I'm a wartime CEO.
Yeah.
I'm a peaceful warrior and I'm a spiritual guy, but guess what? I'm absolutely a wartime CEO and I know it. This is when I have the clearest mind. This is when I can see things and I understand exactly when everyone else is freaking out, what an opportunity looks like. It doesn't mean I'm not nervous, but this is when I actually allow myself to get really calm and say, now's an opportunity. And I'm in a challenging market. When Asher, could you do me a favor, buddy? I'm actually on an interview right now, and that's my 6-year-old. So yeah, I'm totally a wartime CEO because I love the challenge and I love to drive people, and I'll enjoy the peace after this tumultuous ride. But I thrive in opportunities when my back's against the wall. That's when I think the clearest, and that's when I'm really, that's when I say, okay, let's go, and I'll rally the troops and the team to get going. And it drives me every morning. It's what it motivates me, it inspires me, and I'm really driven to just show that regardless of the adversity, regardless of the challenges, that we're going to get through it. Not just get through it, but we'll actually be stronger. We're going to be a better company. Both companies that I operate are going to be much, much, much better and stronger because of this. And we're going to have to work really hard to do it. I mean, working around the clock now. In the mornings, everyone's on Zooms at 11 o'clock at night. Kids are jumping in and out. dogs are jumping in and out, like it's crazy, people in their pajamas. Who cares? It doesn't matter what you're wearing. It matters what you bring. And if you bring your A game and you're passionate about it and you're thoughtful about it, you're going to win.